Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Dolls of New Albion, Steampunk Opera. Today's performance runs approximately an hour and a half without intermission. Before the show begins, we would like to acknowledge that the University of Massachusetts Amherst was founded and built on the unceded homelands of the Becumtuck Nation, on the land of the Noartuck community. This land acknowledgement affirms our connection and responsibility to the 82 Native nations west of the Mississippi whose homelands were sold through the Morrill Act of 1862. The money from these sales were used to establish this campus as a land-grant institution. This land acknowledgement is part of a broader effort of building and sustaining relationships and partnerships with the Native nations to whom we, as a university community, are connected. Additionally, we would like to acknowledge that today's program, spuriously but significantly references voodoo, perpetuating popular white media depictions and tropes that associate voodoo with dark, exotic, occult forces and practices. These tropes have nothing in common with the real Afro-Haitian religion of voodoo, which contains a variety of spiritual practices influenced by African religions and Roman Catholicism. We would also like to provide a content warning, as today's program contains implied violence, including state violence, verbal abuse, and suicide, as well as themes of suicidal ideation. Today's performance is being recorded and will be uploaded online. As such, you need not distract our performers by recording with your phones. Speaking of phones, we ask at this time you silence all electronic devices. We would also ask that you take a moment to familiarize yourself with the exits of the theater to the rear, through the bonds. And now, without further ado, I invite you to take a tour of lost and fabled New Albion.
They heard broke in the laws to steal their pearls, but in the morning they were speak to me. Please come, speak to me. All the things we can share and conceive, if you come speak to me. I remember you from school. You were dashing and I so uncool. You didn't know I was alive until that one night we spoke and you kissed me. But then I was expelled. You married her as well. And now you've died, but I can bring you back to life, and soon you'll speak to me. My angel, my angel, my angel, rescue me. My angel, my angel, my angel, be with me. My angel, my angel, my angel, rescue me. My angel, an angel, be with me. My angel, my angel, rescue me. My angel, my angel, my angel, be. Please come back so we can have a life that lasts. Please come back, I grab at heaven's throat. Please come back, I beg and beg and cry and laugh. Come to me, I'm summoning the ghost. Please come back from all the black from riding door to me once more through veils and gates and seas of flame to blood-wet wars where I awaited shore. And so around 3 a.m. a recently deceased man found himself wound in the land of living again. Bound in a body of years and wheels, but oddly he has no voice and his steel joints barely can bend. The one sound he makes, in fact, he streams radio broadcasts. He plays a country station if you give him a pat. Our dearest Annabelle is quite thrilled and ecstatic. She has a friend who just was dead and yet she brought back. What may please does not content. All resolves but never ends. All that comforts is not true, and all you love does not love you. I have a dolly and we like to go on walks. We like to stroll around the park all while he listens to me talk about the people and the places that I never got to see. 'Cause I wouldn't leave my house, but that's before he was with me. We share a world which is wonderful to see. It's like a dream where no one calls me failure if I don't succeed. I have a dolly, it's like flowers in the spring, and but no matter how I talk to him, he
Why you bring me here again?
I have a dolly who can keep me company. We go to shows, parades, and cabarets where people stare at me. But I've shown that I am brilliant and I've conquered life and death. The only thing my father said is that one must be a success. And now I have a friend, a silent clockwork doll, who can be there for me to lean on when I feel sad and troubled. I have a dolly and he's very stable, lame, if not a little just too distant, 'cause he never says a thing.
What you hold may wish to go, what you believe may not be so. All that brings you peace of mind may not stay for a long time. What may please does not content, all resolves but never ends. All that comforts is not true, and all you love does not love you.
Can't you speak to me? Won't you speak to me? All the thoughts we could share and conceive, if you'd just speak to me.
Elysium, the place, the when your sorrows end. Why do you bring me here? Oh, why do you bring me here? Why do you bring me here again?
Ghosts of dreams, ghosts of memory that will not leave or lay in quiet. Ghosts that cry about the life you let go by. Ghosts of past, of little girls who learned their math, grasped their facts, tried their best to reach success just as they were asked. The girl learns to hide deep inside of fractions in facts and worlds of math. A lonely land she can understand. Annabelle in Numberland, you could have been my angel, been my angel, been my angel, and been with me. You could have been my angel, been my angel, and rescued me. what achievers need. And fractions and facts, sweet companions, equations and math, who always stand by as you go your road alone. Annabelle in Numberland, you could have been my angel, be my angel, and be with me. You could have been my angel, my angel, and rescue me. Ghosts of me, ghosts of who I could be and be with you. Ghosts of dreams, of who you thought you'd one day be when you grew up. Ghosts of breath, of little girls who promised, stressed they'd be their best. Ghosts of days that fade away as failure holds your hand till death. And in that place, you escape where things and thoughts, your hopes and plans, all derailed, and then you failed them. Annabelle in Numberland, and liquids and labs, fractions and facts is all you have, all that you understand. And as you age, all that remains with Annabelle in Numberland. You could be my angel, be my angel, be my angel, and be with me. You could be my angel, be my angel, and rescue me. Oh, my angel, and be with me. Oh, my angel, So Annabella destroys her doll, her beloved toy boy, and takes all the notes that she made and packs them away. Thus Annabella vows that she won't tell a soul so lonely and defeated. Now she sadly looks back to her life. Thus, friends, we bid adieu to the first generation, but don't move. We've 3 more acts to get through, so come, let's ensue. The future beckons and won't wait. The next generation's on its way. Dead things and broken love stories for us await.
goodbye. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. I had the prawns with mango. She had the cod and miso. She said she loved you, and she really tried. I would have had the lime pie, but I was dying inside. She left. I sat, pretended not to cry. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns.
The old trunk in the attic, where your grandmother's broken heart was tossed in a box with a ballet shoe and a dead soldier's cross. The old trunk in the attic, with the candlesticks your great uncle saved from the girl in the market, whose mother he once paid to go away. The old trunk in the attic, with the dress for a child but hardly worn, stained in the memory, and tears for a name you'll never learn. The old trunk in the attic, where your grandfather's glass eye lays to rest your sweet aunt's nostalgia, and Annabella's formula for raising up the dead. Annabella's formula for raising up the dead. Clever mother Annabella with her clever head. Oh, Annabella's formula for raising up the dead. So Edgar tries all the experiments he's read. Annabella's formula for bringing back the dead. The experiments, of course, proved a success, and thus a crazy notion comes into his head.
One day you will see that I can be someone you never thought I'd be. One day you will see that I can be someone you never thought I'd be.
will never believe. Your grandma, your parents, your child, I say, who, yes, whomever you've lost, I can bring back to you. You doubt me, of course, think I'm out of my head, but this week I'll choose 5 folks and bring back their dead, and I'll put them in quality mechanical dolls, life-size just for free, and you'll see it's not talk. My friends, can you hear me? The crowd's grown so big, and these orders, why I tell you, I barely know how to keep up with, so I must tell you, I am building a store where your dead ones can be brought back to you folks once more. With all this success, I can offer new deals. Their bodies now come in different colors and feels, like mahogany, lilac, and deep oak and red. 7 models to choose from to fit your dear dead. Will the board please sit down? Our profits this quarter are almost beyond count. We're opening new factories, starting new ads. We're making our fortune, so I've one thing to ask. There's a man they call Siloth, and he once stole my girl. I want him destroyed, all he has in this world. His business, his home, and his carriage all crushed. I want him left penniless, face down in the dust.
Once we saw a band play, years ago I hardly knew you like I came to in our day. I was so excited, we fussed for hours prior, when you knocked my heart nearly gave way. When does intimacy become so cruel and petty, become a pit of loathing, disgust, and hate? One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart.
mayor run a dog. They show up at the rallies and attempt to rile the crowd.
In the nights of dead endings, in the movement, the haunted held within our hands, in the movement. Jasper, love is why I do, in the movement. The love I never get from you, in the movement. Come and dance through the night, in the movement. Ridden by the blinding light, at the crossroads and the barrow. We have come to court the shadow. In the movement, Lola live within our hands. In the movement, our voodoo opens other lands. In the movement, drugs and dance and spirits world. In the movement, and we reject our father's world. In the movement, come and dance through the night. In the movement, ridden by the blinding light, at the crossroads and the barrow, we have come to court the shadow. Yes, you, the nights of dead and days, the ones that held within our hands. Yes, you, all our love is all I see. The love I never get from you. All the things we could share and conceive. If you just said that we have come to court the shadow. My friends, these elections, the season to come. Your capitalist, socialist, fascist, and punks. Your mind and your mind are both having been done. So listen for office, we're running the dead. Vote for our voice, never turns. He knows we are equal when it comes to the end. Your money, your taxes, your taxes, your coming over. That she will pass back over. That she will come back over. Darling, darling. That she are coming over. That she will pass back over. That she will come back over. Darling, darling. That she are coming over. That she will pass back over. That she will come back over. Darling, darling. That she are coming over. That she will pass back over. That she will come back over. Darling, darling. Darling, darling. Darling, darling. Darling, darling. Hey, hey. 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 Yaakov, ani lemonade. Yaakov, ani lemonade. Yaakov, ani lemonade. Yaakov, ani lemonade.
In the nights of dead and dance, in the movement, when I'm offering up my hand, in the movement, I don't need you to pretend, in the movement, all I ask for is a friend, in the movement, drugs and dance and spirits whirl, in the movement, as we flee our Father's world, at the crossroads, so it goes, we need a love you cannot show me.
In the movement, all the live within our hands. In the movement, our voodoo opens up their hands. In the movement, drugs and dance and spirits whirl. In the movement, and we reject our Father's world. In the movement, come and dance through the night. In the movement, bringing light and blinding light at the crossroads and the battle. We have come to court the shadow. My friends, look around at this world that you've known. The leeches are sucking you dry to the bone. The zombies are letting it all get away. So go for our job and throw it away. You don't need a chance to know something. We'll take all you can and tell you what to do. Our God will not lead you, he'll not lead you son. No pride, no voice, no tell you no lie. There's plenty of time not to fall from right now. When your friends will be gone and they'll make you melt down. He stand at the crossroads and offer a way to ecstasy, freedom, and life a new day. The world there is zombies has come to its end. Where evil your children are added their heads. You let you consent drugs, drugs in the dead. Come now, join us, my friends.
Over years just for taking words and instrumentations from the music that channels night and day. And he's used them to make a new song he can play to the crowd as he tries to communicate.
Easy on child who climbs the edge of time, Elysium find. The place the child hardly knew sailed to in his wooden shoe, past the last star in the sky, where wishes never wished go live. Elysium, the silent song, lost lullaby, Elysium, place where all the love you shared went day by day till none was there, where yearning and forgotten dreams are nursery rhymes the quiet sing. Elysium, the silent song, lost lullaby, Elysium, the child who climbs the edge of time, Elysium. The childhood friend he knew was there, but never saw or touched, and where they went when never called again, the place their loneliness all ends, all the sorrow, guilt, and shame, burdens borne and karma paid, in one soft breath like candlelight, dispersed in endless Elysian night. Elysium.
her suicide note, and the words from the doll's song was all that she wrote. It was published in papers, discussed, yet despite this, the dolls kept broadcasting all day and all night. Columnists bantered and parent groups fumed, and distrust, fear, and anger rose red and bloomed. The dolls were derided, disdained, and decried, and everyone waited for the match to ignite.
It won't be too long, folks, till a doll runs this town. We're loading him in, and it's happening now. You're all at the crossroads where worlds connect, and your kids are all dancing each night with the dead.
Kill the dolls! Kill the dolls! Everyone screamed.
Now hold on, this isn't at all what we need.
But whatever he meant, no one cared or would hear. There was blood in their eyes, and a riot was reared. The streets are chaotic as bonfires glow in the alleys, and flames fear and fear just grow. The dolls are picked up and then thrown in the fire, and the fever of violence and panic conspire. For Byron, he runs to find Jasper, his love, as the dolls are torn limb from limb, torched and burnt up. No one's left to listen to his speeches or cries. He's fanned the flames that kill his dear doll tonight.
Where's my angel? Where's my angel? Where's my angel? Where's my angel?
On a long trek right through the great lands of the north, they had a debate about God, chance, and fate, and agreed it'd be settled through just one card game. Day after day, they sat there and they played, as the days and the weeks and the months passed away. Travelers came just to watch and drink gin, and bet on which one would eventually win. As a whole town was then slowly built around them, the gamblers' pot rose and the monks' pot went down, and thus came to pass the final hand came at last. But as it was played, the gambler's heart it gave way. He hollered and cried out for he died. A curse from his lungs, the game was not done. He swore he'd be back to finish at last, and fist to the sky, the gambler died. Meanwhile, we come back to the fourth and final act. Byron got himself a trophy wife and had a daughter who he named Priscilla, and she came to age in a city which is now a police state. New Albion today is a harsh and martial place. The riots destroyed buildings, streets, and thoroughways. The city took control through a state of martial law, and remains to this day as troops of armored cops patrol.
their sad demise, the only way to end the game, one who plays must sacrifice.
Diamonds now I raise, outside me dying, there is nowhere else I'd rather stay. In this world beyond these walls is a cold and coarse ambitious place. Here where there's no time, there's no loss or lies or need to speak of sacrifice. It's no way to win a game, the prize for the person playing.
Most games, you're always caught in ones you play, but cannot win. The only way the game can die, one who plays must sacrifice. And on the day we come to Lord, and you will have your fate laid out and spun its execution, and you may pray if you get comfort. It's on this day your duty's done. Ghosts of fate, child I loved, whose eyes and smile you remind me of. In the years I've been trapped here, only you I've come to love. A ghost am I, one if they knew of, who with you they'd come and kill. Ghosts of death, I wish to die, but sacrifice so you might live. Hearts now I hold, of little guys you just dream of death and wish as they grew up.
You're my soul, my angel, the only thing I can see. How can you want to die? All this money, all these years, that's no because our side. You're the light, so bright, oh God, kind distance lies with sacrifice.
And on that day we come so dark, and you will have your say laid out and spun its execution, and you may pray if you get comfort. It's on that day your duty's done.
Some speak about love in a sweet way, enchantment, romance, and dizzy dream states. Some just wait and pace their cage. Some speak about love as a passion, as rapture cries, sighs and gasps, and some resign to yearn inside. These odes of tear-stained phantom, do I canter with the world that justice Hello, police. A felony. You need to see. Circles never stop themselves. Nothing that you've ever held. Were you promised or reneged? And sometimes when you lose, you win. Circles never stop themselves. Nothing that you've ever held. Were you promised or reneged? And sometimes when you lose, you win.
Priscilla, what you do? When they come for me, you know they'll also kill you too. You're young, you're song unsung. There's too much still for you to do. Priscilla, what you do? Now they'll come and you must run, or else they'll kill you too. Your life, so I can die, is wrong, and you must know that's true. I've watched fall and pass me by. All the selfish pain, all the blindness, all the pain, all the fools and petty games, all the sadness, all the same. And all the day we come so far, then you will have your fate laid out and spun its execution. Then you may pray if you can come. One day you will learn it's on this day your food is done. And you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. And we will carry out this stand. All the other girls in one side. I am the arm of Circles never stop themselves. Nothing that you've ever had. Were you promised or reneged? And sometimes when you lose, you win.
Soldier 725, you were hereby notified of the court-martial for negligence of duty.
willing just to die for love, to die for love. And of masters must I serve to make this into such a world. And one must break such beauty and bring this to pass with such cruel hands. Soldier 7285, it's who I am, it is my life. But I perceive another place, and it must be built upon your grave. And I will bring you down, I will bring you down, I will bring you down. And if I fall, someone will see the way I went, just like she, with eyes